we are going to talk about some of the listing requirement when you are creating a new listing. Right, so my name is Jun Liang, and then today I'm very happy to have Rin from the Amazon Global Selling team to join us today as well for this special webinar today. All right, and myself, I'm Jun Liang from the Amazon Seller Education team, and we're gonna start right now. Right, some important notice over here. Right, take a quick read. Okay, I saw that some of you are probably some new names I have not seen before. So if you're new here, do understand that we have our official channel on YouTube. So you can actually find all our live webinar recording there. So do remember to subscribe if you have not. And the Q&A section that we have later on will only be exclusively for all of you here. Right, the recording will only be the content that we'll be sharing. So do stay to the end if you have any burning questions, or if you actually share your question with us in the registration form, we will actually address that towards the end of the webinar. All right, so if you have any question, let us know in the Q&A box at any point of time, and then we will be able to address it right before we end the webinar. All right, last but not least, any information you see today is up to date as of today. So if you happen to see the recording a few weeks down the road, do always refer to our online resources like the Seller University or the Seller Central Help to get the most updated information. Right, so this is the team I'm in, the Seller Education team. So right now you're attending the live webinar where every month, we invite special guests like Rin and some other like service provider to join our live webinar. And then also we have the Seller University content where you can access through the Seller Central Help, Seller Central Learn section, or you can also access some of the publicly available information on the sell.amazon.sg pages as well. All right, there's a lot of like short videos, one-pager content, and then if you are logged into Seller Central, you can keep track of your learning progress on the Seller University. Right, so today, hopefully after the session today, you'll be able to understand what are the product compliance requirement for the new listing, and also get a gist of how you can submit to get approval for the listing to make it compliant before your listing go live. And also, last but not least, we're going to share with you the updates on the upcoming Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Or very quickly, now to start off with, creating new selection with compliance requirement. So what is this about? So if you list product on Amazon, you will need to comply with all the applicable laws, regulations, standards relating to Amazon's policy for those products that you actually list to sell on Amazon. All right, so customers like your potential customers has to be sure that what they will find on Amazon is product that is safe, reliable, and compliant. Right, so I highlighted the key points in red. So what this means is that we want to ensure that the product offered on Amazon is safe. There is no risk that could cause any potential death or personal injury or damage to any person or property. Right, so to ensure that the products that it's sold on Amazon are held to the highest standards and safe for your customers, as a seller ourselves, we need to fulfill the safety and compliance requirement, right, to show that the product seller offering on Amazon actually meet the regulatory and the policy requirement. Right, so what this means effectively on, I think, 30th of September, I think it's already rolled out already. Right, so if the listing that you list on Amazon, and if it's required to submit the product compliance document, all right, this document has to be submitted and get it approved before the product can go live, meaning that people can start to see your product or actually buy your products, right, before you can actually list it successfully. All right, otherwise it will be suppressed. Right, so second point is that this update does not make any changes to your existing compliance requirement. All right, so the compliance requirement did not actually change. Whatever you need to submit, to make your product, compliance due to the regulation required is still the same. All right, the only difference is that going forward, the new products that you want to list will be subjected to you having submit the compliance requirement before they can be approved successfully on the Amazon platform, and then your existing product will not be impacted. Right. So all right, the next part. Okay, so here's what happens. Right, we will share with you the screenshot of the step-by-step guide. Okay, so this is typically how you list your new product, right? There's a few options. You can go by keyword, you upload a product image, etc. Or if you are listing an existing product ID, all right, or the blank form, or even about product creation, like using the spreadsheet, right? Something like that. All right. When you list a product, you go to add product on Seller Central. Right, then you will key in the relevant information of the product you are actually selling. Right, if you see the screenshots over here, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, so these are the page that you see when you try to create a new product, right? All these fields you need to key in, or you can actually get the Seller Central to generate for you for your first draft, etc. Right, then after that, you have to go through the different tabs on top if you see it, right? The description, product details, offer, etc. until the end, right? Before you can actually click submit successfully for your product, right? You have to go through, all the so-called the validation checks. Anything that has an exclamation mark, you need to make sure you fill up correctly, right? So at the end, under the safety and compliance portion, right? So you will see a screen like that. They will start to run like checks and whether or not the product category that you submitted, assuming that you put everything accurately of what you are actually going to sell and list, then you go through this page, right? So if your product actually needs to submit any product document, you will see something like this. You can actually go to view your listing. Right, or another way, if you kind of miss that page, let's say if you click close on the previous window, you can also go back to the same, or rather look at all your listing which require any submission via the Seller Central menu. All right, then you go to manage all inventory, and then you go to the next page. There is a option that you can see that is being search suppressed, meaning that your listing is being suppressed, and then you need to submit additional documents for it to be available. All right. So that brings us to the step 3, which is the part you need to add compliance. There's a button that you see after you click on the search suppress, and the listing that requires you to add the compliance document will be available. All right. Something like that. I know the image a bit blur, but the button actually shows like, add compliance. Okay, so when you click on the button, add compliance, this is the part where you need to submit your documents for review. So right now, you'll be like a step-by-step process. The moment you click on it, right, the product that you're selling will be shown, and then they will mention things like, okay, compliance required, all the red text, and then you will be required to upload the documents that you have. Right, so they make it quite easy for sellers to go through. Just follow through the step-by-step guide that appear, right, and then choose the document that you need to upload, right, and then go through one by one each of these options. Okay, until everything you have a green tick, right, means that you have submitted all the documents that is required for your product to be compliant. Right, so at the last step you will see something like that, okay, you have successfully submitted your document, you'll be under review, right? So the team back end will actually review all the documents you submitted, and the decision usually will be made within 7 business days. Right, so the next part is to share that what if you are required to resubmit. Well, let's say you got a email or you got a notification to say that certain documents is not correct, or you might have missed out some documents. What you need to do, right? So you actually go to the same manage all inventory page again, and you will be able to see that the button could have changed to things like resubmit compliance. Right, so what you do is very similar. You just need to go through the same steps, the same step-by-step guide that is appearing on Seller Central, and it will actually tell you, okay, so like for example, this screenshot, right, this document is invalid, all right, then you just go through and then resubmit again the correct documents. Okay, so similarly, there's an option for you to appeal as well if you think that whatever you submitted is the correct one. However, the result you get is still not compliant, then there will be an option for you to click on appeal, right? So the same step under manage all inventory, over there you will see at the below there's an option that says if this requirement is being requested in error, you can send an appeal to Amazon, and then you can click on the hyperlink to appeal, right? And then you'll go to the next step, then you will fill up the appeal reasons, right? And if need be, you can type in the comments to sort of give a reason or justify why you are appealing to these results. All right, and then similarly, after all this has been done, within 7 business day, you'll get a response regarding your outcomes. Yeah. Right. So similarly, this is another way that you can submit and to file an appeal. Right. Also on the manage listing page, right, you can see there's an option there, review and submit. Right. So you can see at many touch point in the Seller Central, there is actually clear buttons for you to click and then to follow through the different guides on how you can produce or upload the required compliance documents to make sure that you're compliant, and then only after that your listing will be successfully been shown and approved on Seller Central. Okay, so far, if you have any question regarding these compliance requirement steps, do let us know in the question box. Right. And then we'll address it at the end. And then for the next exciting part is regarding what are upcoming BFCM updates, which I will pass it over to Rin to share with all of you. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jin Liang. Okay, so BFCM is short form for Black Friday Cyber Monday. As you guys know, Black Friday Cyber Monday is one of the biggest events. We call it like a tier event that we have in Amazon. And we do a lot of preparation across our sellers to ensure that you have a successful BFCM. So let me also share some of the important dates that you can expect. A lot of them are mostly past, so there are cutoff dates for like things like fulfillment by Amazon if you want to use FBA as a facility to help provide your shipment. So there are cutoff dates for that, which has since passed. You can typically look at it as like around 1 month before like a big tier event such as Prime Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and also PBDD, which just passed. So moving forward, if there are any other upcoming tier events, do keep that in mind. We always want to make sure that your fulfillment by Amazon inventory is successfully checked in so that it will be primed and ready for such a big sale period. And we highly encourage a lot of sellers to participate in such a period because it will definitely ramp up your visibility as well as sales, which is the main thing that you look out for as a seller. So now we go into why you should run promotion. So there's 4 key things that will be beneficial for you when you join Black Friday, Cyber Monday. By partaking in Amazon events, you actually get to see the traffic that comes through these events and the conversion you get on your products. You also get to increase sales across your, because promotions are one of the biggest factor to help increase your sales, and this is also true offering discounts and promos, which is what we'll be sharing about today. You also improve the discoverability of your brand and products. So just last Prime Big Deal Day, I experienced one of my sellers getting number one new release badge. You also have Amazon's Choice badge. All this is not something that you can request for on Amazon. They are actually awarded to seller accounts or seller listings that have the eligibility based on Amazon's own algorithm. So things like that will really push you up the rankings and also bring more visibility to your product during such sale periods. Lastly, we want to make sure that we highlight products in the search results, and that is why it is very important to have a very good listing, as per what Jin just shared earlier. So, optimized listing will always have the best visibility, which will give you your success during a sale period like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Today, I'll be sharing about 2 main promotion types. We have Prime Exclusive Discount, which is where we mostly target Prime customers, so customers who have signed up for Prime membership on Amazon.com. And the second one would be coupons. For coupons, this year we've decided that we should be focusing on all members. So even if they are not Prime members of Amazon.com or Amazon or any other marketplaces, at least you can actually target to them with coupons. So let me first start with how to create a Prime exclusive discount and what it is. So to create your Prime exclusive discount, you need to go through Seller Central, advertising, and then Prime exclusive discount. So this is under doing your promotion tab. And then when available, there is this box which I will share with you guys later called Is This a Black Friday Cyber Monday Discount? Now, you can choose to create a discount on Black Friday itself or Cyber Monday because they are two separate dates. For those two, but what I would encourage, and also to save 50% of the cost, you actually should do for the whole Black Friday Cyber Monday period. And this is something that I will share with you guys later. The reason is because there is a $50 fee charge. It's a one-time flat fee charge after the end of your sale period per campaign. One campaign can have up till 500 SKUs. The reason why we encourage sellers to do it like this is so that you can utilize the full Black Friday Cyber Monday period, which will be 21st November till 2nd December, rather than just half Black Friday and half Cyber Monday. So you are getting a 50% discount. Okay, so the dates for this are still open. We encourage that you set this up at least before Black Friday Cyber Monday, which will be on 21st. So the cutoff for this, we encourage sellers to do it by 20th, just in case there's any issues, but it would be best for you to do it now. So let me go quickly into the scheduling guide on how you can create this. As mentioned, go to advertising, Prime exclusive discount on your Seller Central. And step two is to create a discount to get started. After that, you can also click the link. This will not be shared, but there will be a QR code later which you can click on. But once you get access to this, you actually will go into the steps on how to create this. The first step is actually to name your discount. So for example, I will put BFCM 2024 discount. After that, as mentioned, there were three different boxes. You can either choose to do Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or Black Friday and Cyber Monday, which I've highlighted in the field number 2. So by selecting this, you actually run throughout the whole entire duration of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Okay, when you tick the box, you do not need to fill in the discount start and end date because it will be automated. All you have to do is save and start adding your products. So that brings me to the next slide, which will actually show you what are the asins you want to add for Prime exclusive discount on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then you click save and submit. And if you have any issues, do check your Prime exclusive discount. There's a dashboard for you to see all your deals. If there are any issues, you will see that it is in red and the word suppressed. That's when you have to follow the actions provided should it be suppressed. And if there are any issues, you can either follow our troubleshoot guide, which we will share later, the QR code for, or you can actually follow the steps that they provide in red. You just have to click the exclamation mark as to why it is suppressed. So this is very important to take note. You want to fix any suppression issues for your deals before a big event like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Okay, so now let's go into coupons, which I mentioned should be targeted to all customers. So coupon is actually offered on a single product or a set of products with automatic merchandising on the coupons page itself. So it's a little bit different, but you still go to advertising to create your coupon. But you need to make sure that you select your audience to be all customers. So let's go to the next slide where we can show you how that is done. So go to your advertising coupons, and then after that you will be led to the coupon scheduling page, which you will create for standard coupon type. Audience type is all customers, which is step 3. And then you need to create a new coupon. From here, you will actually be facing your individual SKUs that you like to put your coupon for. And then we go into the next step, step 5, which will be the important portion for you to set the date. Now, coupon, because it's being targeted to all customers, you will need to put the specific dates, which is 21st November. So if you can just zoom in, yes. So it's 21st November all the way down till the 2nd of December, which is the full period. And you want to do a percentage off. There is a minimum discount, which is 20% for the Black Friday Cyber Monday period. And you also need to set the budget that you want to put this coupon for. Once it runs below, I think 15% or 10%. Yeah, once it runs below a certain percentage, the coupon will cut off because you will know that, like, it's running out of the period. Yeah. Sorry, less
Yeah,
than
80% utilization.
yes, so 80% utilization. So once it reaches that point, that's when it will cut off, and you will need to um, either top up the amount, because the amount that you set up for your coupon is already finished, or it will just entirely stop because the amount that you set aside to run this has already ran out. Okay. And then you can also do stacking, but as a new seller, this is not something I would encourage at the start. It would be best that you create either a PED or coupon for the same ASIN. Do not stack your coupons or deals together, because what will happen is it might suppress any of the promotion that you're trying to create for that ASIN. So try to decide across your ASINs how many you want to do PD, how many you want to do coupon. But of course, when it comes to visibility, PED is the way to go. Okay. Yeah, so that's the main thing that I need to share. Happy to answer any questions that you might have on Black Friday, Cyber Monday itself. And yeah, I wish you guys a very good Black Friday, Cyber Monday as we go into the summary slide.
Woo! Okay. All right, thank you, Rin. So, yep, so this is the summary for today. Now, takeaway, do remember that effectively, which is already in effect. All right, so product compliance document, if required, will need to be submitted during your listing creation, and then it has to be approved before you can list the product successfully. All right, or else it may show as suppressed. All right, and then reminder as well, this update will not impact, your existing, or rather it has no change to any existing compliance requirement, and then your existing product will not be impacted. Right, so last but not least, just to add on what Rin had shared earlier on, remember you can still submit your Prime exclusive discount and coupon, and then do it as soon as possible. And for Prime exclusive discount, there is a $50 fees. Yep, so do remember that. Right, more resources for you to share here is that if you need to read more regarding this new selection with the compliance requirement, you can scan this QR code. Right, this is the same QR code that we've been sharing, where there's a lot of other info and resources there as well. All right, so the other one, which is the troubleshooting guide, etc., which Rin shared earlier on. So this is a little bit more in detail. You should also go and check it out. All right, I think this guide, this is direct QR code to the link, so you should scan this. If not, it's also in the Q4 peak season microsite as well, if I'm not wrong. Yep,
That's right.
and you can find that on the usual QR code as well, or on the link on the side of your message box when you join, or in the follow-up email as well. All right. So if you miss this, don't worry, you can watch the recording and then scan the QR code. Okay, last but not least, these are some of the other webinars that we have in November. Right, the next one will be on 21st, right, where we have Amazon Ads Manager, Hui Qi, to join us again on the monthly ads session that should be talking about video, or video creative studio. It's a feature from Amazon Ads Console. All right, and then we also invited an external speaker on the 29th of November, which is the Super Delivery team will be here to share with us how you can actually source product from Japan to sell globally, and also our colleague Terence will be joining us as well on the 29th of November. All right, so you can sign up in the QR code, or you can go to our official website to sign up. All right, we have reached the most exciting part that everybody is waiting for usually. Okay, so the next slide, I'm going to show everyone the question that we received from the registrations. And of course, it's if you have any other question that you did not get to share during registration, you can also type in the question Q&A box, and we can address it